Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about an object that makes sense about life and what goes on with me or anyone else in life. Today's object is going to be this nice pretty box of sanded grout. You're going to look at me and say, sanded grout, what's going on with that? Why do you pick sanded grout? Because sanded grout goes along with the foundation of your home. And the whole point of the foundation is for it to be strong and sturdy and secure. Because if you do not have a strong foundation in any and everything that we do, then that means that something sooner or later that we build upon this foundation is going to fall. So in order for us to build something on something that's strong and sturdy, we need the right ingredients. And that's why I picked this grout right here. This grout right here is going to make sure that everything that we build on top of our foundation stays straight and secure, just like God wants us to do, to make sure that whatever we build, it stays strong, steady, and secure. That's why we need God to make sure that what we do in all things is our foundation, because if we have God as our foundation in life, then we know that we're going to have the right ingredients and the right thing to put down and to find the right foundation to build upon. Because we all know that you just can't put something on something and think it's going to stand, because it will not stand. So therefore, before you even start to make sure you have the foundation, you have to make sure you test the ground that you on. And once you test the ground that you on, then you ask God, what do I need to make sure that I build right on this ground, if this is the ground, God, that you gave me? He's going to give you the right ingredients. And when he gives you the right ingredients, then you're going to know how to start putting things together, how to start making things work. And that's how we start building things on the right foundation. And this is how we get to the grout part of it. The grout part of it is what's going to give us the power to, after we lay everything, to make sure everything sticks and it stays in the right position and in the right place. You don't want to build on the right foundation, but build things half. You want to build things all the way through the right way. So when you lay your floor on top of the right foundation that God gave you, this grout right here is going to make sure your floor don't move. This grout represents what God does for us after we build everything and we lay everything down on the floor properly. This is God. He's going to make sure it sticks. So therefore, whatever he gives us also to put on top of the floor that we build on top of the foundation that we found, it will be secure. And that includes us, our families, and wherever we buy. Because whatever we do through God, it will stand. No matter what the devil may trick us into thinking that, yeah, it might not. Hey, I've been down that road before and I know what's going to go on. God is our grout when we have everything together and we lay that floor down. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to leave you with 2 Bible verses right here that I believe coincides with what I'm saying. And it's Luke 6:48 and 49. And it reads as such. He is like a man which built an house and dig deep and laid the foundation on a rock. And when the flood arose, the stream beat vehemently upon that house and could not shake it, for it was found upon a rock. But he that heareth and doeth not is like a man that without a foundation built a house upon the earth, against which the stream did beat vehemently, and immediately it fell. And the ruin of that house was great. Now, when we build properly, it's certain ingredients that we need to make sure it's completed properly and it stands strong. So whenever the devil tries to come, it won't beat it down. So our foundation, even in our lives, need to consist of some of this right here. Like God says, sand, and this is sand, and this is grout. It helps things stick and stay. We need God to help us stick and stay. Without God, we will not stick and stay to anything that's proper. But we will come apart and find ourselves in different pieces all over the place, and we can't cover all over the place. So that's why we need to stick to God and have him as our grout, so we can be stuck to what God does, because he's the one that can cover everything. Remember, stay sanded grout in everything that you build. That means we keep God in our lives, because he is our sanded grout. God bless you. May God keep you in all things that we do. Amen.